So with Rajon Rondo to the Los Angeles Lakers seemingly being pretty much done, with the Lakers being front runners to sign him after the buyout with the Memphis Grizzlies, we're going to be talking about DeAndre Jordan potentially being bought out and signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. And before we get into that, I'd really appreciate if you left a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I think that pairing up Rajon Rondo and DeAndre Jordan as two guys who play as a part of the same unit, maybe they're playing as a part of the second or third unit, because with the Lakers, they have a lot of depth. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's get straight into it. For the 2020-2021 season, Rondo averaged about 5.5 points, about 4.5 assists, and about 2.5 boards, and he also shot over 40% from the three-point line. Then if we go ahead and we look at DeAndre Jordan's stats, 7.5 points, 7.5 boards, and about 1.5 assists per game, and he also shot really efficiently from the field. And I think that Rondo, as a great playmaker, could go ahead and set up DeAndre Jordan for some easy looks, and he can make those, being that he shot over 76% from the field. If Rondo can get him set up, get the ball to him under the basket, he can just get some easy buckets, and I think that would make him a good fit with the Lakers, and this Lakers team has a lot of playmaking. Then we look at what Rondo can do in the playoffs. I see DeAndre Jordan pretty much falling out of the rotation if he were to join the Lakers. In the playoffs, I don't see him really having much of a role, but for Rondo, I think he could definitely have a role. He averaged about 9 points, about 6.5 assists, and about 4.5 boards, and shot 40% from three in the 2020 NBA bubble playoffs. But when you look at DeAndre Jordan, I just feel like he might not have as much of a role on this Lakers team, because the Lakers will probably go more to AD at the 5 in the playoffs, and then that really doesn't leave much minutes for DeAndre Jordan. I could see Dwight Howard getting minutes over him in the playoffs. So yeah. But for the regular season, I feel like having Jordan and Rondo could be a really good pairing. And in addition to that, when you look to the playoffs, I think that the Lakers could end up going to Rondo more than they go to Kendrick Nunn off the bench as a backup guard, because Kendrick Nunn, he's a younger guy. He doesn't have as much playoff experience as Rondo, and Rondo is known to turn it up in the playoffs to up his play on the biggest stage. So with that said, maybe the Lakers go to him over Kendrick Nunn more often, but throughout the regular season, I would see Kendrick Nunn definitely getting more minutes than Rajon Rondo, because I feel like Kendrick Nunn can really provide the Lakers with some nice scoring and playmaking off the bench. He can shoot the three well, and I think that he will have a significant role with the Lakers going into the 2021-2022 season. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the video. If you did enjoy it, I'd really appreciate if you left a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a great day.